Hi everyone, and welcome to this special Signia launch. I'm joined today by my colleague Federica, who I'm excited to introduce as our new field marketing specialist.
Hi everyone, I'm excited to meet you all very soon, and I will be your key point of contact in the road for all marketing activities. You'll be seeing a lot more of me in the next few months.
We will also be joined later by Signia, our independent sales manager, and Julia, our head of audiology, as we take you through Signia's latest innovations. Signia will also be able to tell you about an exciting offer we have, which will be found somewhere in this video, so keep an eye out. More on that later.
I'm really excited to have joined Emma on the Signia team, especially at such an exciting time for us as a brand. And I'm sure many of you already know, last year Signia launched several world firsts in the form of both products and technology, and we saw the launch of our newest groundbreaking platform, Signia AX. In true Signia style, we aren't waiting to innovate until the next platform, we are doing it midway through.
Exactly. The tech doesn't stop moving, so why should we? I'm so excited to announce that we are elevating the Signia AX platform to the next level by adding and upgrading some of the features, allowing you to continue the revolution in augmented hearing for both your new and existing customers, allowing them to feel brilliant and be brilliant, what Signia is all about.
These great new additions to Signia AX offer extended sales and fitting opportunities, so there is a lot to explore. Without further ado, Julia, it's over to you.
Thank you. Signia's AX was born from the recognition that hearing can go from easy to challenging in seconds. The world is dynamic and every environment and situation is different and has different challenges that can change from second to second. Modern hearing aids try to address these challenges and is successful to a certain extent, but they have a significant compromise because all the sound energy from the speech and from the ambient sounds enters the hearing aids together and remains mixed together as it is processed by the hearing aid. As long as the same set of rules are applied to all sounds, there are limits to how good the sound can get. Augmented experience hearing aids overcome this compromise as they separated speech from the noise at the input stage and then process the two signals separately in two separate processes with their own set of rules.
Oh, so what have our customers been saying about Signia AX?
Yeah, great things actually, really good things, particularly about how the wearer is able to focus on the target speech really well.
The speech signal and the ambient noise signal are then optimized and adjusted completely independently and then balanced with each other in the best way for crystal clear speech that's lifted out of the signal and the background noise is more meaningful and realistic without interfering with the speech. Augmented experience enables wearers to be brilliant. Now, of course, this is the main juicy story with AX, but not the only way that augmented experience hearing aids eliminates hearing compromises. As Emma and Federica mentioned, at Signia we don't stand still, and we have some exciting updates that you will hear about to our augmented experience platform. Auto Echo Shield, OVP2 and hands-free. And I'm going to walk you through each of them in the next few minutes so you can really get the feel for the benefits that they bring to your clients.
Let's start with the first new feature called Auto Echo Shield, which automatically eliminates compromise caused by reverberations or echoes. As we know, background noise isn't the only challenge for hearing aid users, but I'm certainly not an audiologist. Julia, why do we need Auto Echo Shield?
Interference is caused by sounds arriving at the ear via multiple paths. Some sounds arrive directly from the sound source, but some are reflected from surfaces. Hearing aids typically over-amplify reverberation, and that is because compression makes things worse, where more gain is applied to the softer reverberations. Reverberations can unfortunately decrease both speech understanding and sound quality for hearing aid wearers.
Thanks for explaining why we need it. But is this a problem only for hearing aid users in certain environments with lots of reflective surfaces? Or can it happen in other settings?
Good question. Let's take a look at a few environments before I give you my final answer. Come with me. So here we have an environment that has lots of hard surfaces with hardly any soft furnishings to absorb reverberations. So yes, traditionally hearing aids would struggle here. Here we are again in an environment that has lots of reflective surfaces on one side, but is open plan on the other. One would think that reverberation may be less of a problem here, but... And here we have a room that offers carpet and soft furnishings. Does this mean that we don't have reverberations here? The answer is no. All three of the environments that we showed have reverberations, but they are not a problem for a normal hearing person.
Phew, I'm a bit exhausted from all that room hopping. I understand better now, but didn't we have a way to deal with the reverberations and echoes problem before Auto Echo Shield? Surely, with all the tech available, we did.
We did, but it wasn't done automatically. The old Echo Shield was activated by changing program buttons on the hearing aid or within the Signia app. The new Echo Shield is active automatically in the universal program. So with AX hearing aids, the aids will constantly scan for reverberations and automatically reduce the unwanted ones.
You mentioned unwanted reverberations. Does that mean that there are wanted reverberations? Surely not. Aren't all reverberations bad?
Some reverberations is beneficial for speech understanding. Research has found that early reverberations have a positive effect on speech understanding and contribute to a realistic perception of the room. However, we know that late reverberations causes big problems, especially for hearing aid wearers. Auto Echo Shield analyzes and constantly scans the sound environment and can accurately differentiate between direct sound, early reverberation and later reverberations in any room within a few seconds, and preserves the reverberations that are important for speech understanding and room acoustics.
That sounds very technical. A lot for this tiny device to be analysing automatically. I don't suppose you have an audio clip of Auto Echo Shield in action. I think I'd understand better this way. Maybe our viewers would too.
I do. Not one of my own, but we can certainly rely on our colleagues from HQ to help us with our listening experience.
Hi, welcome to this video. I am with Claudia Pischel, who is an audiology expert from R&D.
Hi.
And she is here to tell us a little about Auto Echo Shield in augmented experience, and then let us have a listen. So Claudia, why do we need Auto Echo Shield?
We observed that many hearing aid wearers complain about a too echoey sound. And one of the main reasons is that hearing aids typically over-amplify reverberation, even if we are in a situation like this, where we, as normal hearing listeners, don't perceive much reverberation.
Well, that sounds great, but didn't we have a program for reverberation before?
Yes, we did, and people liked it a lot, but now we do even better, and it's automatic now.
But how are we able to do that automatically?
So now we constantly check the amount of reverberation and steer the processing in the universal program, so no need for switching anymore.
Okay, so then I guess if I walk into an auditorium that has a lot of reverberation, the hearing aids are going to be able to handle that automatically?
Yes, so by constantly analyzing the amount of reverberation, we can also decide if we want to preserve the realistic sound of the room or if we want to attenuate reverberation.
Well, that sounds great. Shall we have a listen?
Yes, let's go.
You're listening right now to the sound of the hearing instruments on Aaron's ears, and we start with the traditional processing. You will already hear that my sound is much more reverberant than it should be in this scene, but let me also clap my hand. Now we switch to AX. And that's the effect of Auto Echo Shield, and you hear also that my voice is less echoey and more clear.
Yeah, it's a real big difference. So thank you so much for letting us listen to it. Wow, there was a really big difference listening with Auto Echo Shield in that room.
It will not only work in that room, it's really automatic. It scans every room, so it would also work here. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, let's test it out. I'll go back to the traditional process.
I can do the clapping.
Okay, back to AX. Yeah, big difference here as well. A lot less echo when you were clapping. Should we see what other places we can find around here to test?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Here it is very reverberant.
Yeah, I think this might be pushing it a little bit. I'm still in the traditional processing.
Okay.
Now AX. That is amazing. It's a huge difference even here, which is such a reverberant place.
That actually really helped me to understand what was going on. Let's end on a bit of fun. If you had to summarise the benefits of Auto Echo Shield in 3 points, what would they be?
Well, firstly, understanding and conversation better in reverberant environments. Reduced listening effort that allows wearers to concentrate on the conversation, and better hearing aid satisfaction. That's what it's all about, right?
Thank you, Julia and Emma. Let's now move on to our next feature update, an upgrade to the already successful and unique to Signia own voice processing. Before you explain the updated version OVP 2.0, can you please explain to us why Signia introduced separate processing of hearing aid users' own voices?
Absolutely. So hearing care professionals will know all about the own voice issue, which is due to 2 factors. The first is the occlusion effect, due to the hearing aid coupling sitting inside the ear, and secondly, the amplification effect, meaning that the new hearing aid user will sound much louder to themselves with the hearing aids in and amplifying their voice. Now, there are tried and tested audiological solutions available, but none of them are ideal. For example, an open fitting reduces the occlusion effect, but that means unprocessed background sound reaches the tympanic membrane. Signia's solution for the own voice issue is own voice processing, where the wearer's own voice is processed separately and differently to all other sound sources in order for themselves to sound more natural. And we get the added benefit of the same own voice satisfaction with an open fitting as we do with a closed fitting, meaning that OVP, when it's active, allows wearers to benefit from all of the advanced features in the hearing aids.
You said that OVP has been very successful since it was introduced back with the NX platform, which is why, I guess, we kept it as a feature during more recent platform innovation. So what actually is the upgrade to OVP?
With the original OVP, there may be occasions where environmental sounds that occurred at the same time when the user is speaking that could be impacted by the OVP fitting rationale, as you can see on the left-hand side. Environmental sounds could occasionally be perceived to have variable sound quality. Now, with OVP 2.0, it has been configured to harness the split processing capability of the augmented experience platform, as you can see on the right-hand side. So, the wearer's own voice is processed separately from simultaneous ambient sounds. This allows the hearing aids to maintain more consistent sound quality. Therefore, the quality of surrounding ambient sounds is unaffected by the OVP 2.0 adjustments.
That sounds like a great update. Thanks, Julia.
It really is. OVP 2.0 provides own voice comfort that allows the wearer to speak comfortably and confidently without distraction of unstable sound quality, because the own voice and other sounds in the soundscape have great sound quality. It is such a cool feature, and one many may underestimate the importance of.
Now let's look into our final exciting new feature on the augmented experience platform, and that is hands-free calls for iOS devices. Julia, can you tell us more about this exciting new feature? I'm personally very excited about this new feature because I'm always trying to do 2 things at once.
Absolutely, Signia, that's very, very true. You are always trying to multitask. So, we are all used to seeing individuals holding their phones like this in front of their mouths when they are having phone conversations. And that is so that the phone can pick up, or the phone microphone can pick up their voice. The new feature, the new hands-free feature for iOS, allows individuals to utilize the hearing aid microphones whilst they are on calls. So I could be walking down the street like this whilst having a phone conversation with my phone in my pocket. I could even be exercising, I could be playing golf, or I could be making a coffee with no intermediate device required.
Are you able to explain the benefits of how that actually works with effect from outside external devices and not just my voice? I'm sure I'm not the only one wondering that question.
That's a very, very fair point, Signia. So the wearer's voice is picked up by a monaural beamformer from the right-hand side, unless, of course, it's a monaural left-hand fitting. The wearer hears the audio from the call streamed binaurally, and hands-free also takes advantage of the AX split processing technology to deliver good sound quality, even in noisy environments. The clinician can change the microphone versus streaming ratio in the software.
Is there anything we need to know about how to use hands-free?
There are certainly a few things that is worth noting. So firstly, hands-free is accessed and controlled via native iOS menus. It does not appear in the Signia app. Secondly, you need to answer calls on your iPhone or iPad, and then once you've answered the call, you can put your mobile device in your pocket and enjoy being hands-free. Thirdly, you cannot switch between the hearing aid microphone and the iPad or iPhone during a call. And lastly, the iPhone or tablet needs to be within 3 meters of the wearer.
Based on what Julia has mentioned, and according to my own experiences, I want to summarize the benefits of hands-free to wearers. Hopefully, you can see that it offers wearers flexibility where they can continue activities whilst being on calls, where they can enjoy audio streaming from their devices whilst utilizing the hearing aid microphones for their own voice. I also want to mention that Connix 9.7 was recently released to support the new features. So all AX devices, past or present, will have the new features. If you're a hair care professional, you'll be able to just upgrade the firmware when you're prompted in the software for existing fittings. The OVP 2.0 interface looks a little bit different, but the steps are essentially the same, so don't worry about that at all. I'm sure by now you've seen the promo code, but if not, I'd highly recommend you go back and find it, as we have an offer you really do not want to miss. If you quote the code to your local business development manager, when your next order, you will receive a further discount.
There we have it, 3 amazing features contained within an already amazing technology platform. I didn't think AX could get much better.
It really is amazing, and I'm so excited for wearers to begin benefiting from these new innovations.
As an audiologist myself, I'm so proud to work for a brand that innovates far beyond design and technology platforms. Pushing the boundaries is what we do at Signia and will always continue to do. What will we do or come up with next?
I know the future of audiology is bright. Just when you didn't think that we could cram any more into the tiny little hearing aids, we go and knock it out of the park. Thank you for joining us on our AX Innovations launch. As always, myself and the team are happy to help with any questions or any queries that you may have. Please also take advantage of our offer. Thank you, and see you soon.